This is the Jesse's playthrough of Endwalker of what he got to do. I'm thinking this is going to be like a big overview, so fuck it. Let's react to this. I'm super fucking excited about this. And I can't wait to see what kind of stuff we've got on here. So let's check this out, guys.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this sneak peek of the Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker Media Tour. That's right, I got to check out the game early. You know how excited I was to see all the new quests, all my favorite characters, all the new world building, all while trying to do it in a way.
Look at the marbles.
Spoil you in this video, except there was none of that. No quests,
Reskins,
no NPCs, just the ability to look around and check out the game.
Recolors.
I mean, I get it. Lord knows they gave us tooltips, and that got leaked immediately, so you know if they were going to give us story, that would be all over the internet. I did, however, have the ability to check out 3 new zones and
wait, what the fuck?
Dungeon, the Tower of Zot.
Turn it up a bit? Yeah, I'll do it. Wait a second. The Tower of Zot? Isn't that from Final Fantasy IV? Is that like a little nod there to fucking Final Fantasy IV? I'll turn it up, dude. Yeah, I've increased the volume. Is that a nod to Final Fantasy IV?
And so I took
It is, right? Final Fantasy IV. Wait a second. Final Fantasy IV. There was the Tower of Zot, which had the Major Sisters. I believe this is it the first time you face the Major Sisters? And one of the fucking what are they? One of the 4 archdemons. One of the 4 archdemons is here as well. I can't remember which one it is. Oh, like we knew there was going to be some kind of throwback for Final Fantasy IV in this, based off of like the Cain Dragoon armor and the towers and things like that. But they've actually put the Tower of Zot in here. That's pretty fucking awesome. It is Final Fantasy IV. Okay, dude, this is gonna be fucking awesome. This is gonna be awesome. We know the Major Sisters are already gonna be part of this because Yoshi P in the last live letter did make a comment that they were gonna be in the. Obviously, we know they're in the game, but they're going to play more than just boss roles. They're going to actually have roles in the story as well, which is super fucking exciting. I wonder if this means then that possibly Trials will include the is it the Archfiends or the Archdemons for Final Fantasy IV? I wonder.
Took it upon myself to check out the stuff I knew I would enjoy, and then leave the deep dives to the cooler parts of the community. They'll handle it. This one's for me. So I started by doing the most important thing I could think of, recreating little JC. And then I went exploring.
Did you just go for
The
Lalafell?
zone I had access to was a part of Thavnair, just outside of Razat-Han. The background should be pretty familiar to anyone who's seen the trailer. If you want to know more about Thavnair and Razat-Han, by all means, link up above to my lore video about the world of Hydaelyn.
Of course.
Wink, shameless promotion. I flew around vibing to the music, and I'm sure as you can hear, it's super chill.
Did anyone else think those purple mountains look kind of fucking weird? I love the colors of this place. It's got a real kind of Indian vibe to it, and it also reminds me of, like, I have flashes of Besaid Island as well when I see this place. It just screams Besaid Island to me. But it looks like purple sugar mountains in the background as well. But like you can hear the music too. I think this is like a real kind of Indian vibe.
I realized you couldn't fly directly to the tower in the distance, nor the giant crystal. In fact, there were a lot of places and pieces of the world I simply couldn't get to. The giant elephants in the distance, that's the zone indicator for Razat-Han, and, you know, if you got close to it, it would just port you backwards. But I did spend some time checking out the Dancer Shrine, which, if you've done the Dancer quest lines, you know they're from here.
Yeah.
So I'm sure whatever this is at launch, it'll be neat. I also want to get a shot of this back.
What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? That's one of the new mobs? That looks super fucking cool, man. I really like that. Dude, can you imagine one of those as a mount? Something like that as a mount? That would be fucking awesome. The Matunga Beast Tribe quest, if you could get something like this as a mount, maybe like a little bit of a different color or something, that would be awesome. But I really like that, dude. That looks really cool. And you've heard the boss music too? And the dungeon run, and it's lit. Oh, dude. Is there any videos of the Tower of Zot? Is there like a released full run through of the Tower of Zot? If there, I'll try and find it afterwards.
Because I love the design.
Look how it shapes.
Next, I went to Garlemald, which is
Oh, shit.
in bad shape. And it looks like it's that way well before we arrive. Our forces have set up a camp just outside the city proper, but, I mean, it's pretty much a wasteland. Of course, I'm totally fascinated by the cars laying around and the oil rigs and all that sort of crap. This very...
Garlemald looks fucked. This looks like it's fucked, dude. There's been a serious war here, you can see. And also, like, a little taster of the music as well is, like, kind of really somber and, like, pre-war-esque, pre-battle-esque, which is fucking absolutely awesome, man. I'm really impressed with these two areas so far.
Very modern city in a world that's still riding chocobos. I also discovered an underground subway train station that seems to have no music, but definitely looks like a quest hub filled with refugees. Like I said, for the most part, it's a wasteland.
How are you going to have a train that looks that nice from the outside and you go inside and it's just fucking wooden? That looks kind of weird, right? That looks really, really strange. Surely this can't be the inside of that train. They cheaped out on the interior. But definitely. Damn. Zeppler showed off a small clip. Oh, what, of the dungeon run? And the music is fire? Dude, we're going to fucking check it out. I'm going to have a little look. Garlemald looks creepy and awesome. It does, man. It looks so good. Every fucking snippet of these places that I've seen from the live lateral so far in this video just makes me so much more excited for when Endwalker releases. Honestly, I can't wait. And I still haven't checked out fucking Reaper yet, dude. Just wait until I see Reaper. This is, like, if the play style of Reaper is the way that I kind of envisioned that it would be, it's a wrap, dude. New World's going in the trash. Every game's going in the trash. It's just going to be Endwalker forever.
On the total opposite end of the spectrum was Old Sharlayan.
Dude,
this
that
place
looks nice.
is going to be a beautiful hub city with lots of life and characters to meet, I'm sure. Even though I technically
This is the
couldn't
main
do
hub?
anything except walk around and sightsee, it was good enough for me. I especially love the different people who live here or who have come to visit for whatever reason. I went around exploring the homes, which...
So this is our hub. This is like our, this is our Yule. Is this going to be like our Yulmore? This is our Yulmore or Ralga's Reach, I'm guessing. Or is this going to be more of the Crystarium? I'm not too sure. I mean, it looks like it's going to be pretty big. I would assume it's going to be more Crystarium than Yulmore.
You know, were as opulent as I suspected. Checked out the libraries, visited the classrooms. The only disappointment I had is that I couldn't find a way to get, like, outside the city to take a good shot of the fountain. But I did find a nice cafe and
go exploring.
other areas worth looking at. And when I was done with all that, I figured, all right, I might as well check out the new jobs. So I did the most important research I could do on your behalf. What do weapons out run animations look like?
Look how weird that Lalafell runs, dude. His legs are just like fucking two like straight pieces of log just going together. That looks really weird. The scythe also looks way too big for the Lalafell. It looks way too big for the Lalafell. But you're right, the gear does look fire, dude. The gear does look fire. It just doesn't look right with a Lalafell. Oh, Sage. I like that. I like that. I like how the weapons like float next to him. That's pretty fucking cool, man. If they kind of like span around a little bit, that would be even better.
Then I realized, oh wait, if Sage and Reaper have their artifact armor, maybe other jobs do too.
Oh shit, we're gonna go through the armors. Oh, because we gotta look at this beforehand, but now it's like real like in-game footage, so we can really see how they look. You like the hat on the Reaper? Dude, the hat is the only thing about the Reaper that I really like. I'm not gonna lie, man. Everybody seems to love the Reaper gear. But I like the hat. But I really wish that they would have gone with more of like an Asian approach to it, you know, like maybe with like just a long black coat or cloak, kind of like ripped or kind of cut at the bottom, you know, with like them kind of Asian like gloves that they have, you know, the metal kind of spiky claw gloves that they have. I think that would have been fucking awesome, man. But we will be getting Pandemonium, And we may have Asian themed gear because Pandemonium seems to be kind of like a relive of things to do with the Asians. So, you know, it's not going to be set. It's just the artifact gear anyway until the Tombstone stuff comes out. But dude, check out this fucking Paladin armor. This, like, I don't play Paladin, but this armor is so fucking nice, man. It's so fucking nice. The detail on it is just incredible.
And then I found myself on a beach scrolling through all the jobs.
Look at that shield. Okay, Astrologian just reminds me of like a cut character from Aladdin in this gear. I'm not gonna lie. I can just imagine someone from Aladdin. You know the fucking dude at the beginning of Aladdin who's kind of spinning you the tale and the story before the movie actually starts? That's what this gear kind of reminds me of. Okay, White Mage's gear for me is not very nice. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the White Mage gear, to be honest. It reminds me of just kind of recycled gear from what we've already seen from White Mage. You know, so I'm not majorly impressed with this. I get people will love the coloration with the white and red, but for me, I would have preferred something just like more out there. A little bit more out there. This is the Scholar. Yeah, the Scholar gear looks pretty good, man. I love the colors on this. This looks pretty fire. And the weapon looks nice too. Dragoon. You know what this fucking thing reminds me of? I've told you before, Lalafels don't look right in certain armor and stuff, yeah? And this is the perfect example. You know those figurines that you can buy? Those fucking pop funk little figurines with the huge heads? This is what Lalafels look like when they wear Dragoon armor and things like that with huge heavy helmets. The armor is really nice. I mean, it screams Kane Final Fantasy IV at me. Just maybe like a little bit different in color because it's not purple. But holy shit, man. Look at the fucking size of the head on this Lalafell in this armor. It just does not look right. It's like a pop funk figurine. Oh, look at that weapon, though. That weapon's so nice, man. That weapon is so nice with the black and purple. Shit. Okay, yeah, we got like a generic summoner thing with a generic summoner with the dildo on his head. Yeah, we've seen that one before. We've definitely seen that one before. You're not sure on the Dragoon armor? Just a little bit too spiky. For me, the Dragoon armor looks pretty nice. The level of detail that they've put in this artifact gear is clearly, like, gone up a level from, I think, what we saw in Shadowbringers. The Dragoon armor looks nice, as I said, in detail, but I would have preferred something maybe a little bit wider. I think it's a little bit too slim on the character. I think it's the level 70 artifact gear that we have for Dragoon, the Estinian-themed one. It's really big and bulky, and I think that looks really, really cool. This one, it's nice, but probably not something that I would rock as a glam. But the weapon, I completely agree with you, Sam. The weapon is fire, man. It's really, really nice. This, on the other hand, looks nice, but the dildo helmet has to go. And this is one of the best. This armor is so fucking nice. It reminds me of the PvP feast armor that you could get for getting a top 100 ranking. The level of detail on this armor is absolutely insane. I really, really love this. The helmet, again, pop funk figurine. Do not wear this if you are a Lalafell. Please glam the fucking helmet off. Otherwise, it's just going to look really weird. A power pod figure, that's what it is. The weapon's kind of... Yeah, the weapon's kind of nice too. A little bit plain in color, but it's pretty nice. Okay, Machinist. I love the eyepiece on the Machinist. I think that's nice. The coat as well, the color on it is really good. I love this. I love the color on this. The weapon itself, though, a lot to be desired. I think it's a lot to be desired. Not for me, the weapon, but the Bane gear is really nice. Okay, and Reaper. Okay. The hat is really good. I agree with you guys on that. The hat is really nice. The scythe is also really good. Really, really nice. But I don't know about the body stuff. Like, I'm gonna probably get a lot of shit for this, but I would have preferred more of just an Asian theme. But as I said earlier, Pandemonium's coming with the raid, so we'll see what gear we get from that. The hat is super nice though, man. Super. Did the weapon fold? Yeah, it did, dude. It folded up. That's kind of weird too, right? That's kind of weird too. The folding up of the weapon is kind of fucking weird. A scythe with like a mechanical switch just to make it fucking fold up. Yeah, that's kind of strange, man. That's kind of strange. I'm super excited to see what the glowy weapons, the extreme trial weapons look like, and some of the crafted ones for Reaper. I think that's going to be really good. Did the weapon fucking fall? Yeah. Okay, and here's the monk. Yeah, generic monk gear, some tattoos. The headpiece is nice though. I like that. I do like the headpiece. What we got here? Gunbreaker. Okay, the weapon for Gunbreaker is really good. The weapon for Gunbreaker is super fucking nice. The coat we've seen probably 100 times in the game. I think you can actually trade. I think the Eden Morn coat is kind of similar to this as well. The eyepiece as well is kind of generic for Gunbreaker, but it's nice, man. It's a nice... Dude, this is fucking Auron. Tell me this isn't Auron from Final Fantasy X. This is Auron. This is a sick set. I really love the samurai set. I think it's super fucking tasteful. The detail is incredible, especially like on the lapels coming down. That's so good, dude. Is the headpiece... Wait a second. Is the fucking headpiece just like 2 tattoos under the eyes? That's pretty cool. I like that. Black Mage. The Black Mage hat I really don't like that much. To be honest, it's a bit too chunky. The chest piece is pretty nice though, but the only reason I say that is I really love the bling that this is wearing. This is fucking super nice, man. I really, really like the chest piece on this. With the feathers hanging down as like a necklace is pretty good. Wait a second. Wait, whoa. What's with that weapon? Are those things just levitating off the side of the weapon? I wonder if they're just levitating off the side of the weapon. Your headpiece? Yeah, dude. The background is so good, though. Can he sheath the weapon? Oh, fuck! That's fucking cool. That's fucking cool. That staff is fucking cool. That staff is really cool. I think it's the only one we've seen so far that actually moves, right? That's really, really nice. That actually looks like a pre-crafted extreme trial weapon, to be honest. Ninja. Oh, man. I don't even know if I want to go into this one. This is the most disappointing one I've seen so far. Honestly, this makes me sad because I love Ninja so much. I used to main Ninja, but this set makes me very sad. I don't like this at all. I really don't. I hope the fucking weapons look nice. The purple and black, I get the colors. You know, people like purple and black together, but the set itself, dude, it's kind of disappointing. Maybe it would look better on an Al-Ra or another race than it does on Lalafell. You know, because those pants just look fucking ridiculous. Let's see the weapons. Okay, the weapons are... Okay, the weapons are good. I like the weapons, man. But what the fuck is this? Is this Dancer? The Dancer looks pretty good, man. This is what I wish they would have done with a lot of the other ones. The other artifact gear. Because Dancer's now completely fucking different. It looks so... The colors and everything is so different. This is really nice. I like this. It's still not enough to make me want to play Dancer, though. Unfortunately. Bard, this is sick. Yeah, look at that coat, dude. And the hat as well. That's really, really nice. That's really nice. Damn. Okay. Yeah, this is... Again, this is Berserker. This is like a Berserker fucking outfit for Warrior. It's just insane. And that axe is so good. Sheath the weapon. Okay. This has got to be one of the most disappointing ones for me. The weapon is nice. The weapon's really good. I love the kind of, you know, the handle that is really, really big and chunky. But the reason I'm disappointed with this is because it's just it's just a little bit of a different variation to what we've already seen for Red Mage, and I really wish they would have gone with something else. I don't want people to think I'm just being completely negative, because there's a lot of the sets here that I really, really enjoy and really, really like the look of. But I wish they would have just done something a little bit different, especially for Red Mage, you know. Not just with colors, but just something in general. There's so many cool things that they could do. So many cool things, you know. And I guess when you've got people designing this stuff, they have to keep the gear sets recognizable for the job that it is. But thinking a little bit outside the box might also be a really, really good idea. Where's the rest of the Three Musketeers? Oh yeah, dude. This is complete Musketeer. This is a real big Musketeer glamour right here. Yeah, all of them are though for Red Mage. All of them are. Absolutely, absolutely. One thing I have noticed with most of these sets is that vast majority of them are all very regal in look. They're all very regal, all very very posh, and all very neat. You know, some of them, you know, sort of like the Monk, for example, and the Black Mage is a little bit different. But Gunbreaker is very regal. Paladin's very regal. Red Mage is very regal as well. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. But it makes a clear distinction between each of them. I just want them to do something a little bit different. But as I said, there's going to be raids. There's going to be dungeons to run. You know, there's going to be plenty of glamours that we can throw in there. So it's something to definitely look forward to.
Next, I figured I should stop just looking at stuff and start doing. Maybe come up with a cool Jesse's Pro Game.
Wait. This is Reaper.
For Sage and Reaper. But just like all the other high-level jobs of the game, when they throw you in with 20+ skills already, I was overwhelmed.
Look at the fucking animations for Reaper, man. This is so good. So good. Wait a second, what the fuck? Oh, wait, here? This is the, These are the gauges right here? Okay, they did give us a brief explanation, I think, about gauges. But is he going to tell us how they work? I hope he does. If not, we'll have to check out another video. But what the fuck is this? I'm guessing this is when you transform. But some of these action icons look really nice. I mean, look at this one here. This one just looks like some kind of like a phantom or something like that. And also, this is really flashy.
I took myself to a test dummy to try
so
to figure
fucking
it all
cool.
out and mess with key bindings and spell placement.
There he transformed.
I tried with Reaper to learn the cast
cool.
order and the flow and basically what I could tell before I decided to look into other things.
Look how cool this is, man.
Was that to dumb it down significantly. With Reaper, you charge your soul gauge.
Oh, wait a second. He's now going to tell us how it works?
Through a pretty standard 3 ability cycle.
Okay.
And when you hit 50, you unlock 3 red abilities, which on my hotbar are 4, 5, and 6.
4, 5, and 6. Okay, so you set up his hotbars. Okay, so you've got your basic 1, 2, 3 melee combo like everybody has, and you build up soul gauge, which I believe is this red bar at the top here. Okay, so once you hit 50, you then unlock these abilities on 4, 5, and 6 that he's got there in keybinds. Okay.
6. And then when you cast the red ones, you trigger blue abilities.
Okay. So you do the red abilities and then you trigger blue ones.
And if you use the blue abilities, it increases the second bar in your soul gauge, right? See, I'm already confusing myself.
Wait a second. Let me go back and just check this. Let me just see how this works.
The red ones,
okay,
you trigger blue abilities, and if you use the blue abilities, it increases the second bar.
Ah, okay, I see. You remember before, like when Reaper was first ever announced, I was thinking to myself, I wonder if it works similar to Red Mage, just the opposite. It's not the same, but it's kind of got the two bar build up that you have, which is pretty cool. Okay, so so you build up this gauge. Okay, so from the gauge, then you unlock these abilities, and then you use the other abilities to do the second gauge, and then from the second gauge underneath, I'm guessing when you hit 50 or 100, you can then transform.
Bar in your soul gauge, right? See, I'm already confusing myself. And when the blue bar hits 50, you unlock the ability to allow your demonic avatar inside, and you host it in
That's
your own
so
body,
fucking cool.
And you unleash some really cool looking attacks. Obviously, from that description alone, you know I am the worst person to talk about jobs in depth, but like, it felt as though it was most jobs in this game, where if you really sat down to learn them, it wouldn't take long at all. And if you're like me and you have no clue what you're doing, but you give it a good week of goofing around with it, you will, by the end of that time, understand completely. So it wasn't hard, it was just a lot. And I was like, I'm not in the mood for a lot.
I think that's the big problem with any new job when you bring an expansion out, especially when you have like a new level cap of another 10 levels, right? Because the issue is you have the base jobs, and when you get to the initial level 50, you have a fair amount of actions to learn, especially if you're like a scholar or someone like that, right? And then every time they add a new job, they have to fill up those first kind of 50 levels or so, or 20 levels below max, or 30 levels for Heaven's Ward level 40, I believe, were the unlocks for Stormblood. Level 50. No, they were even higher than that. Sorry. Anyway, so you have, when you first unlock the new job, you have this bombardment of brand new abilities that get thrown at you, and you quickly need to familiarize yourself with those. And then as you level up for those last 20 levels or 10 levels before max, you then have to learn how to weave in the other new abilities that come as well. And as he says, it's probably not difficult to do, but it is a lot to take in. This is why when I first play Endwalker, I will start off as Reaper. And I probably will take the first kind of half an hour or so just to familiarize myself with all of those actions as I go and play through, so that when I do unlock new abilities, it doesn't become overwhelming. And I think that's the way that a lot of people do that, to be completely honest. You know, it's a lot for everybody to take in. It's going to be the same for Sage as well, right? The question is, how many abilities are there? I mean, at the moment, we can see that obviously he's been able to play through everything as level 90. And I think, you know, what is it, 10? It looks like there's 20. There's like 23 abilities here from what I can see. It's like 23 abilities on his hotbar, plus the actual... Actually, no, fuck that. There's like 24, 25. Okay, so you got like 24, 25 actions to learn. Plus, you've then got your role abilities as well, you know. So you've got like, I think for this you'll have Bloodbath. Faint I can see there as well. Second Wind is a given. Those ones we already know, but it's just the initial abilities that get thrown at you before you can eventually go and level up and learn the new ones. So it's a little bit to take in, but playing through the MSQ and all of that kind of stuff is fairly straightforward, so you could probably pick it up as you play through as well. Unless you're like me and you're a little bit obsessed and you decide, hey, fuck it, I'm going to take half an hour to an hour to familiarize myself so I could be an expert at level fucking 71 or something like that.
And so at this point, I was like, all right, let's jump into Sage, but I can't sit here with a targeting dummy. That doesn't make
okay, so
sense.
Estinian is
so
there.
I decided, screw it. Let's jump in the deep end.
Wait a second. So, okay, so he went Tower of Zot with his trust system. We know Estinian was going to be there, but who are these two slots? Wait, where the fuck is Reen? So Reen's not there. I wonder if they just gave him a limited amount. And the other two are straight away there, you know. Rahatia is also should be there. I think they've just given him a limited amount, perhaps. We'll have to wait and see.
And go to the new dungeon, the Tower
of here we go.
Zot,
Here we go.
And try healing a trust run of it. Zot is the tower in the background of Favner. And
oh, what's this fucking music?
Alert, this next part will contain them.
Okay, before we continue, anyone that doesn't want any spoilers, don't watch this, to be honest.
Many spoilers. They're probably all out of context.
This is the dungeon music?
Just in case.
Yeah, this is good.
Spoilers. So the dungeon, Tower of Zot, features the Magus Sisters, just like the Final Fantasy IV Tower of Zot way back then. I think that's very neat. Anyway, besides my old man Jesse remembers games he loves, in this build, when you run with your trust team, you're actually running with almost all the Scions.
Okay.
Clearly some are there for the mission, like Kryl, Y'shtola, Urion.
Is this going to be... what level is this dungeon? Okay, this is a really early dungeon. They're all... Okay, so you're synced at level 82 and the others are 81. So this is a really early on dungeon.
Jay, Graha. It looks like they're there for some reason in Razathan. While I obviously don't know what the hell is really going on, they did name drop Nidhana, who is played by Annika Lehmann, a German actor. I don't know if her casting is indicative of what the people here sound like, or maybe she's not from here at all. But then, you know, what kind of character is this person? I have no idea, but Kryl appears to be trying to save her. As we made our way through the dungeon, I realized that while I thought I understood the basics of a sage, I very much did not. I was clearly missing something by jumping in the deep end because I was too busy running around trying not to die that I felt like I learned nothing.
Dude, the music is so fucking good. It's so epic. The music is just epic music, dude. It's so good. It makes you feel like you're going into battle, right? And it gets you pumped up. I really enjoy that. Also, Sage looks pretty nice, man. I think I'm gonna play Sage as well at some point. I'm gonna level it up, most definitely. Okay, wait a second. What's this? These three enemies here. Cinderuva, Minderuva, and Sanderuva. Cindy, Mindy, and Sandy. These aren't the Major Sisters, though, I'm guessing. Here we go. Cinderuva, join with me, sister. The Major Sisters, Glacial Ice, and Tomar Foe. These aren't the Major Sisters, though. Oh, defeat them. They are. They are. This is the end of the dungeon. This is the last boss. Okay, so these are the Major Sisters. Cinderuva, Minderuva, and Sanderuva. So it's not, it is the Major Sisters, but it's not Cindy, Mindy, and Sandy.
I understood the basics of how to heal, but not effectively. Not in any way I'd say I'm proud of. But holy moly, was the music good.
Yeah, sounds
and
it.
The boss fight at the end versus the Magus Sisters was insane. Look at all the stuff you have to dodge.
Yeah, that looks pretty fucking intense.
What a fun time that was. But yeah, I learned very little useful information about the new jobs. Sorry, gang, this is why I play a Red Mage. You know what Red Mage got? Basically 3 of the exact same abilities, but better, and a shield.
Okay, so this is going to be my second main Red Mage. So it's the same 3 abilities, apart from some of them have changed very different, like a little bit. And it gets the shield as well. Maybe Red Mage is going to be OP.
And that's exactly what I wanted. I did, however, go back to Zot with the group, this time playing as the tank. And learning the fights without the trust characters to run after was certainly interesting. The first fight of the dungeon is definitely the hardest.
Some people got wiped out.
Is against one of the sisters until you reach the top, and then you fight all 3. And
look at these new mechanics as well, dude.
Fight against all 3 is dodging and moving out of the way stuff. It's not really that hard. You just have to get out the way of things. The first sister, she has
Mindy's a fucking ninja. Did you see that? Mindy's got daggers, dude.
It's a mechanic that you just need to learn, and if you don't know it, you're gonna die. It's about memorizing the abilities she casts and then in what order. Basically, she has abilities of fire, ice, lightning, and poison, and she can cast them on herself or in a ball like on the other side of the room. And you need to know if it's going to be on her where to stand, or if it's going to be on the other side of the room where to stand, or if it's on both where to stand and when.
Okay, it's just memorizing. It can't be that difficult, right?
It's not hard once you learn it, but the process of learning it without having, you know, Thancred to show you where to stand is, you know, it took us a few times. But like I said, once you got it, you...
Okay, if I hope the dungeons are a bit more complicated. I really do, because the dungeons at the moment for Shadowbringers, they weren't difficult. They weren't difficult dungeons. I mean, I don't know how you guys feel about it, but for me, it's just a case of, oh, here's a new dungeon. This is going to be fairly straightforward. Let's just run through it. There might be 1 or 2 deaths, and that's it. Maybe I've just got quite lucky with the groups I've been in. So I hope they are a little bit more challenging.
You got it. And then it became really fun to just sort of move around and dodge these abilities, because I like when the fights are flashy, but you're sort of like matrixing your way through the bullets, if you know what I mean.
This was like a good fight, though.
Anyway, that's pretty much all I did. I got to talk with some amazing streamers and journalists, and later that night, I got to have a call with the man himself, Yoshi P.
Oh, yeah.
While I didn't have time to ask every question I had, I will say it was a blast, and I will say you can watch that interview right here on this channel later today. Anyway, thank you all so much. Thanks for checking out my sneak peek of Endwalker. Please, if you liked the video, give it the old thumbs up. It means a lot.
Yeah, okay. That was a pretty fucking good reveal, to be honest. I wasn't expecting to see every single piece of artifact gear and also a description for Reaper in there as well. I thought that was pretty good. I mean, he didn't really do an explanation for Sage, to be honest, but we can do that another time. But it looks really nice. The music is fucking awesome. The Major Sisters are going to be in an early dungeon. Surely they won't die, though. I mean, Yoshi P's already said that they're going to be part of the story, so I would assume that they'll be going on a little bit further. But the dungeon looks really interesting. Reaper, dude, I've been waiting for Reaper for such a long time. I'm really excited to play as Reaper as well. The actions look fucking awesome. Every single time that you build up that gauge and transform into, you know, like the Void Scent, or you merge with the Void Scent, that just makes me super excited too. I think every time that happens, it's going to give you that kind of warm feel inside that you're just like, fuck yes, you know, because it's just so awesome, you know. And for the next live letter, I think maybe we'll get some information, possibly on the raids and stuff. That would be awesome too. But watching this just makes me even more excited for Endwalker, man. And it probably makes everybody else more excited for Endwalker as well, definitely. I think there's a shit ton of content that's been released by a lot of content creators as well today, because the watershed is over. So I think Happy's put some stuff up. Jesse Cox, obviously. Zeppler, as Sam mentioned earlier, he's checking out some Zeppler videos. And they'll probably deep dive into their own respective things that they really enjoy about it, and do a general overview as well. So there's probably going to be like a full Reaper guide out today somewhere. I would definitely fucking assume that there will be, so I'll be checking that out at some point too. And again for Sage and all of the tanks, I believe Rin is doing guides on tanks and things. But guys, make sure that you go over and you hit the subscribe button on Jesse's video, on Jesse's channel, sorry, and hit a thumbs up on his video, and give him a follow. He produces really good stuff. So yeah, I'm super fucking excited about Endwalker. It just makes me pumped up even more. Okay, that actually covered most of the stuff that I wanted to fucking look at. So what we'll do is we'll dive into Palace of the Dead. I think we'll dive into Palace of the Dead.